Hey everyone, it's Bree. I am back with the October Shimmerz Paints color kits, and I'm just going to quickly unbox it for you so you guys can get like an up-close view of all the colors and what comes in the kit, as well as the cut file. And then I'm going to have my process video right after, like I usually do. So the first color in the October color kit is a new one, and it's called a Pumpkin Pie, and it's this gorgeous orange, and I love it, and I cannot wait to use it. It's so cute. So that's a Vibes. And then the next one is called Taupe of the World, and it's a spritz. So it's like a gray and some, a little bit of beige in it. So it's really pretty. So that is the spritz. And then we get an Inklings and Green Goddess. And Inklings are, sorry, I have some gesso on my fingers. Green Goddess and Inklings are just the paint pots, and they come dry. You just have to add water to activate the paint and just let it sit. I usually, once I'm done, like I'll start spraying like the Inklings and the Creamies. And then that way the water sits and soaks up all that liquid, and it will be ready for me when I'm ready. So the next one is called Crow's Feet, and that one's a Creamies, and it has like a really pretty satin finish. So it's real nice. I know it's like a dark black, so I'm excited to use these as some like splatters. And then the last one we get is a Shimmerz, and if you're familiar with Shimmerz, it's called So Sappy. If you're familiar with Shimmerz, it already comes with the liquid, and it's super shimmery. Like you can see all the glittery bits down at the bottom. I just stir it up to get the shimmer moving, and yeah, it is gorgeous. So this one's a really great color. And then we also get these Bewitching sequins. It's just a fun little sequin mix. Lots of different colors and different sizes. So those are fun. I have a fun idea for this mix. And then we also get these exclusive dots. And what are these called? I don't know if there's a name for this set, but it's a Halloween set. One says Stay Spooky, and there's like a cat with a jack-o'-lantern and a witch's hat, and then a fun little like vintage typewriter. And then here is the cut file. It is, I put a spell on you. I cut it twice. I went ahead and offset the inside letters because I wasn't sure when I cut it what I was going to do. I kind of have an idea now. But yeah, so there's like a spider web, and then like a really cute spider in the O and then the P. So yeah, so I offset them that way. If I do add mixed media to them, or whatever I'm going to do, they will be ready to go ahead and back to, in my cut file. So that is the October color kits. Let's go ahead and start my process video. All right, let's go ahead and get started on this process. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start painting all of the letters to the cut file. And then as you can see, I don't have a letter for the P or the O, so I'm just going to loosely paint on the Green Goddess so that I can trace and cut those letters out. So I'm painting the spell as well as you in Green Goddess, and then the onward using So Sappy. So just super simple, adding that color on to each letter, and then I'm going to set it aside to dry. Now off camera, I had already prepped my thick white cardstock with some gesso, and now I'm going to go ahead and spray on the new Pumpkin Pie Vibes. I'm just spraying it on, and then I'm going to get a wet paintbrush and get the color moving just a little bit. I did like the splatters. I did like that effect. Now this is a lot of paint, like on a big area. Some of it gets covered up. I really didn't know what I wanted to do for my background, so I just kind of went with it. I know I really wanted to highlight the new color, so that's why there's so much orange. Now I am going to go in with big, huge globs of the Shimmerz So Sappy. I like to do that with the Shimmerz because it's so shimmery and sparkly, and I like the way it looks when you drop it in when your surface is already wet. It kind of just like fans out and then kind of really sits on top of that gesso, and you get a lot of shimmer, and it's so pretty. So that's all I'm doing, just adding in more Pumpkin Pie, more So Sappy. Now I'm going to spray in Taupe of the World and get that color on. I'm mainly just using the I don't use Green Goddess on my background. I'm just using the other colors. I do use the Crow's Feet Creamies as more of a finishing touch, like the darker black splatters. So I lightly spray on the Taupe of the World just to add more of like a gray vibe. So, kind of like a spooky background. since, my cut file says I put a spell on you, I thought it would be fun just to have it look like a, spooky background. So that's all I'm doing, adding in some of those splatters. And that's about it. It's just super simple, nothing too crazy. So here is my backed cut file. And I decided that I was going to go ahead and back the P, the O, and then the spider O and U with some foam tape before I backed it with the letter. So I applied the foam tape and then backed my cut file with those 3 letters. That way I can spoon in sequins into each of those letters, and it would be like little clusters of sequins. I did this before in one of the color kits when they had given us some like gold foil like confetti pieces, and I really liked the outcome, and I really wanted to do it for this cut file. So it's like the sequins are sunk into the cut file because of the foam tape, and to me the sequin mix is perfect for it. It's just really, really pretty. So I just apply a bunch of Scotch tacky glue into my letter, and then I carefully spoon in the sequin mix. And then since that glue dries clear, it just really looks so cute and sparkly. So I thought it was something different, and I like how it turned out. So it's kind of like you're backing a cut file with sequins, if that makes sense. And not the whole thing, because I wanted it to kind of look like if you were to pour it in like to a jar, and they were just kind of sitting inside the cut file. So I'm going to go ahead and spoon in the last of my sequins into the O. And then since those letters had foam tape, I went ahead and backed the rest of my cut file using foam, so everything was even and on the same level. So I just showed you a really quick up-close shot of those sequins, and then I'm showing you an up-close shot of the background, and look at all that like shimmer from So Sappy. It's so pretty. So that's nice and dry, and then now I'm going to go ahead and get started on everything else. So since the cut file says I put a spell on you, I thought it'd be perfect to use the New Bella Boulevard put a spell on you collection. So I pulled out like the teal and orange colors to match the colors in the kit, and I'm just going to go ahead and tear a few pieces from both so that I could apply both on the top and bottom of my layout, just so it could sandwich my cut file. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just going to create my 2 layers, distress the edges even more, get those adhered down, and just like that. So my photo is of my dog Pippa. She's got her little witch costume on and her little witch hat. She's so cute. And my sons are holding her because for some reason the hat didn't really stick because her ears poke up. So the hat didn't get to stay on. So we kind of just did a little really quick photo shoot so I could snap a few photos of her. And this was a few years ago. So I have my cut file down, and now I'm going to go ahead and set the base for a few clusters using the dots from the kit. So I've got one next to my photo. I've got a couple on both sides of the cut file as well. Did I say? No, I think I meant to say I put one next to my photo. Hopefully I said that and didn't say cut file. So I have 2 by my cut file and 1 by my photo. And now I pulled out a few of the ephemera pieces from the collection, ones that I thought would go with everything. And then, sorry for my head, I just wanted to make sure that spider web was nestled in there correctly. But I just chose ones that I thought that would go well with the page. So now I'm pulling out some tangled thread. I think I used black, teal, and maybe some orange. I think that's what I used. Just ones that matched both the color kit as well as this collection. But that's about it. I don't really think I do anything else other than I'm just getting everything out here down. I added some stars, and then lastly I am going to go back with the Creamies crow's feet and add some more bold black splatters using that. So it's a great finishing touch color. I like that one. So there are my bats, and let's see. I think, yeah, this is where I add my crow's feet. So I pull out the Creamies, and I think I still have some liquid in there, and I'm going to go ahead and get that splattered on. I did think about adding a few of the chipboard stickers, but I didn't. I thought it was busy enough. I thought I had enough on there. I didn't want to make it too crazy. So here is me adding some of the crow's feet Creamies and some black splatters, and cover up my photo because I always make a mess. That's okay though. But yeah, so that's about it. So thank you so much for watching, commenting, and subscribing. I hope you like this kit. It's so fun. I love to document Halloween. It's just a lot of fun. So yeah, I will have everything linked in the description box below. Stay tuned for some up-close photos, as well as an up-close shot of this layout. I'm going to hold it for you. Look at those sequins. They're so fun. But yeah, so thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and don't forget, for all your Shimmerz Paints orders, if you add my name to the notes comment section of all of your orders, you'll receive a little freebie. So thanks again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.